Hello, we are Team FindPetNow, and our team members consist of Aline, Annalisa, Ebenezer, and Ryan. Today, we will be sharing about our chosen problem and solution, our design system, and the technology used. First, our problem. Currently, when an owner loses their pet, the official procedure recommended by Singapore's Animal and Veterinary Service, which is a cluster of NParks, is for the owners to put up flyers or advertise in a newspaper. This is very ineffective and inefficient as number one, the process to manually browse and filter through information in physical mediums is tedious and challenging. Number two, these physical advertisements will have limited outreach. And number three, the information printed may be outdated and thus irrelevant. And this is where our solution comes in. Our solution is a dynamic website that will create a new and easy way for owners to find their lost pets. With a simple form, owners can submit information about their pet. They can then leverage our website's functionalities, like the different filters and layouts, to search for their pet in an effective and hassle-free manner. Finally, our website also includes fun educational elements to support other users in finding these lost pets. Now, let's take a look at how exactly our website works with a short scenario video. In this scenario, we will be following Ryan through his journey of finding his lost pet, Snoop Dogg the Corgi. Ryan, a dog lover, recently lost his best friend, Snoop Dogg the Corgi. Anxious, he googles online to see what he should do. As seen on NParks' website, the recommended steps are to inform the authorities, to put up flyers, and to advertise in newspapers. This does not sit right with Ryan. Upon a quick Google search, he discovered a website called FindPetNow. He sees how he can use the website to report his lost pet. He scrolls through the homepage to learn more about the functionalities and see the user reviews. Enticed, Ryan decides to sign up for an account. Anxious to find Snoop Dogg, Ryan signs up for an account quickly. Anxious to find Snoop Dogg, Ryan immediately reports his lost pet. Recalling that he last saw his dog before leaving for school last Wednesday morning, Ryan begins to fill up all the fields in the form as accurately as possible, hoping that this will increase his chances of finding Snoop Dogg. After filling up the lost pet form, Ryan decides to view the entire collection of lost and found animals. He finds that he could edit the filters according to his pet breed, colors, and many other characteristics. He also realizes how there are many views for him to scan through the pets. In the grid view, he could browse through all the pets quickly. In the map view, he could narrow down to a specific geographic area. And in the list view, he could sort the pets according to the last seen date, other characteristics, or even search for a pet name itself. Ryan decides to rely on the matched pet functions to find Snoop Dogg. To his pleasant surprise, he found Snoop Dogg among the recommended cards. He clicks on a card to view more information. After reading through the found pet details, he was certain that the found pet was indeed Snoop Dogg. Hence, he clicks on the contact button to contact the user who posted the listing. Delighted to find his beloved Snoop Dogg, Ryan is determined to help other owners like Changi Airport find their lost pets as well. Thus, Ryan heads over to the Learn page to increase his knowledge on the different breeds. After scrolling around for a while, he decides to test his knowledge through a fun quiz. The quiz has 5 questions to test his knowledge on many different dog and cat pet breeds. As Ryan needs to leave for his tuition, he says goodbye to Changi Airport, who found his pet. And since the pet is found, he proceeds to delete this report from the website. He then logs out from the website. Now that you've gained a better understanding of how our website works, we'll move on to elaborate more on our technology behind the app. First, the design of our web page. Overall, we went with a minimalist theme that adopted a neutral color scheme. After all, users who just lost their pets are likely to be anxious and worried. As such, we wanted to avoid loud designs like bright and flashy animations. This is as users might spend quite some time on our website browsing through different profiles and chatting with other users that might have found their pets. As such, we believe that simple design with neutral colors will be less draining on our users' eyes and help promote longer-term usage. Next, we wanted to make this difficult process a more streamlined and hassle-free one for pet owners. As such, user-friendliness was also one of our top priorities. For example, our form is made extra fast and easy to use with features like Google Autocomplete. The user's current location can also be retrieved with a quick click. Another example would be our search function, with different features and different layouts, so users can pick which would be the easiest for them. To elaborate more on how these different design features have been implemented, we will now move on to the technology segment to share more. Overall, we implemented the app with Beautify. We could do so with knowledge we gained from our classes like CSS, JavaScript, Vue, and Bootstrap. We chose to use Beautify as it helped us to style and design a dynamic and interactive web page with a consistent minimalist look. Utilizing Beautify's material framework library helped us to leverage different common icons and components most modern websites use, which helped to produce an aesthetically pleasing site. On top of that, we used animation libraries like AOS to create a seamless experience for our users when they are scrolling. To write more clean and easily readable CSS code, we also used SASS for styling. This proved useful in cases with complicated styling, like the quiz we had in our website, where we had to use many different styles for the different states of the option buttons. For our data storage, we used Cloud Firestore version 9 as it offered as an option to upload our web page into the cloud. Additionally, Firestore provided many convenient functions that we could leverage, such as the ability to authenticate users and store images. Lastly, we also used Vuex, which acted as a secured centralized store for all the components in our application. This allows values to be changed only when a certain event is triggered, and allows data to be easily retrievable across multiple views without the need to redeclare and reassign them. Now let's move on to the 2 APIs that we have used. The APIs were integrated using HTTPS calls, and this provided us with additional useful functionalities. Our first API is Talk.js, which was used to create the inbox feature. This enabled users to communicate real-time with each other. This enabled our app to maximize the pet searching functionality because real-time communication can now be stored, providing a more optimal information exchange and matching users to their lost pets with greater success. This made finding our solution to our problem segment easier and more efficient. Our second API is Google Maps, which was used much more extensively. Functionalities we used include the plain Google Map itself, Google Map autocomplete, geocoding and reverse geocoding, info windows and marker clustering. For beyond the lab features, we made use of many external sources to develop a more comprehensive website that users would enjoy using. In order to work simultaneously as a team, we adopted GitHub that allowed us to collaborate between teammates and provide source control of codes. As mentioned above, we have also used animations, transitions, SASS, and APIs like Talk.js and multiple Google Maps functionalities. And with that, we have come to the end of our presentation. We hope you enjoy using our website. Thank you.